Hello my beautiful people, you are welcome back again to my channel, and I believe you all are doing very awesome. So in today's video I'll be showing you how I made this beautiful blouse you are seeing on your screen right now. If this sounds like what you are interested in, kindly watch to the end and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share this video. I already have my fabrics both for the front panel and the back panel. The back panel is only just wider with about 2 inches. 1.5 inches is fine, and that's because of the zipper. So I have the two fabrics placed together this way because I want to cut out both the front and the back panels together. I'm just creating a shoulder line, and that's what you can see right there, and that will serve as my guide. Kindly note where I placed my sewing measuring tape. I marked my neck width of about 4 inches and neck depth of about 4 inches. Okay, but I won't cut out the neckline now because of the style of neck design I did, so I will just leave it like that for now. I'll be marking my shoulder measurement, which is about 8 inches, that is 16 divided by 2, and I'll be coming down by 1 inch. That will serve as the shoulder slope. I'll be connecting that to the neck width, just as you can see. My armhole is 8.2 inches, but because this blouse is like off shoulder, I didn't cut out 8.2. I cut out about 8, or 7.9 is fine because you don't want your armpit area exposed. So I'll just be drawing that line, and that would serve as the chest line. After getting that, I would place my tape on that shoulder line again, and I will mark my bust point. Okay, my bust point, that's it right there, and I'll be connecting those points. For this blouse, you can see that it has gathers, and that is why you are seeing that it is not that long. So this is just like the half length of the blouse, and I'll be cutting out the part for the gathers. Okay, so on that chest line I marked my bust, round bust measurement divided by 4, and on the bust line I also marked my round bust measurement divided by 4, and of course I added about 2 inches seam allowance. Then that is my half length right there. I also marked my round under bust divided by 4, just as you can see, and I added extra 2 inches seam allowance. So the half length I used was about 16 inches, but my full length is about 25-26. So what that means is that I minused my half length from the full length, so that's why I have this. Okay, for the armhole I just divided that line by 2, which I'll be getting the midpoint, and I'll be coming in by half an inch because it's the front armhole. I got my curve or armhole ruler to create the curve. For the back neckline, I just came down by 1 inch, and I'll be connecting it to the neck width, just as you can see me do. Okay, although you can come lower, it all depends. It's now time to cut out. I'll cut out everything, just as you can see. For the shoulder line, I just added about half an inch so that when I join it, my dress or my blouse will not be short. So this is what I have. Now I want to take care of the zip bulge. At the back I'll just come in by half an inch, and I'll be connecting it to any point my ruler can get to, just like drawing a slant line. The reason for this is to eliminate zip bulge. You wouldn't like it if your blouse or your dress is bulging at the back. It's now time to cut out the neckline. Okay, so just watch what I did. I took that line down by 5 inches. It's no longer curved, right? So one part is curved and the other one is straight. So I just like projected it like that, and I'll be cutting out because regular sometimes can be boring, so I decided to change the neckline. So that's why I have that there. It's time to introduce my dart. From my under bust I'll be coming down, and this dart is your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Mine is 8, divided by 2 is 4, so that is why I have that there. And I came down, I marked it. Then this is the back dart. The back dart is usually higher, and that is what I have there. You can see it's higher than the one at the front because of course you don't have bust at the back. When I was done doing that, I cut out a similar piece which I'll be using to pipe the neckline of my top. I didn't want to use a bias. I wanted to use the same fabric to do the piping so that it looks neater. But if you notice in this video, I didn't add interfacing to the neckline. Please, if you are doing yours, you can add it because I just felt it's a simple blouse, so I didn't add it. If you want your neckline to be very firm, I think it's advisable to introduce like your interfacing or your hairstay just for it to be firm. But this video I didn't add it because of course I just wanted to do it like that. So this is me just creating the piping, and if you want to do that, you will put two right sides of your fabric together just as you can see me do, and you sew along the cut. Okay, you need to follow that cut line to sew it. And when I was done doing that, I joined the shoulders and I notched. If you want it to be very relaxed, you need to notch it. But before I turn it inside out, I also sew on the darts. I make sure I sew the darts, and here is me flipping it to the right side. So after turning it, I got a sharp object to bring out those corners just as you can see, and here is how it looks. I have not even given it a press yet. The neckline is really amazing. I love it. Now for the armhole area, because this blouse is not lining, I had to get like a strip of fabric to pipe the armhole area because you wouldn't like it to be having raw edges. So I got like a piece of about 2 inches wide, and any length is fine. If you have excess, you can trim out the excess. So I used the strip of fabric to pipe the armhole area. So you do it for the 2 armholes, right? So after doing that, I think we are kind of done or almost done with the upper part of this blouse. So it's now time to join the front piece and the back piece together. Remember, I've not introduced my zipper yet. I only just joined it for you to know where the zipper will be. So after doing everything, I will introduce my zipper. So when I join the front and back piece, I use my pins to hold the two together. I introduce my measurement again, then I sew on the sides just as you can see. So this is for the lower part of the blouse. Because it's gathered, you need extra fabric. The length of this fabric is like the remaining part of my full length of blouse. So for example, the upper part is 16, then the lower part should be like 7 or 8. Then you need like half an inch each on these two sides, that's the half length and the lower part for joining, and that's why you see that length there. So I just cut a fabric that is enough for me to have gathers. And for you to create gathers, you need to set your machine to the highest so that you have loose stitches. And when you are creating your gathers, you don't need to back stitch, because if you back stitch, then it is locked. So just sew it straight away, and you pull one strand of the threads and create your gathers. After creating your gathers, you use your hand to arrange the gathers in such a way that it will be even. After creating the gathers, I measured it again because I was trying to get my exact round half length. Okay, then of course when you get that, you add like your seam allowance, which I did. Then I attached it to the upper part of this blouse. That was what I did there. And for the back panel of this blouse, you should have 2 pieces. The reason for the 2 pieces, because there will be zipper at the middle. Okay, you can see it. So one on this side and one on the other side, and you do the same thing, create your gathers and attach it to the blouse. This is quite easy. Now for the sleeve, you will determine how long you want the design to be. Okay, you determine how long and how wide it will be. So I just came down by about 7 inches. Okay, and you make sure it's straight, because it will be very conspicuous if your sleeves are not equal. So I marked my line and I did line transfer, like I want the back to be the same as the front. I did the line transfer by using my pins to transfer the point so that I can know where exactly to mark to draw my lines. Okay, another way you can do it is just to fold it like this. You see what I did here? By the time you fold it, you press it really hard and the chalk mark will appear on the other side. That's also another way you can transfer it. You see, the line is showing there. So what I just did was just to project it. So this is how this is looking for now. I had to reconfirm the width. You know, it has to be equal. And I discovered that this was not as wide as the other one. So I redrew my line. So after doing that, we'll just set it aside. This piece of fabric is for the sleeve, and watch how I will place it. I would need my lining for this part so that it is firm. Okay, you will get the same measurement of lining as your fabric. You cut it out, fold it into two and fold it again, so you are basically folding into four. Because I'll be folding into four and I don't want it to wobble, you can see me introducing many pins. Of course you need pins for this sleeve, so I pin the fabric and the lining down. I'll just be cutting out just as you can see me do. So after cutting it, just watch this part. You need to really pay attention. You fold it into two this way. You can see that I have both my fabric and my lining placed together. Here I wanted to determine how wide I wanted my sleeve to be, so I felt 4 inches wide is okay, but you would just cut exactly 4 inches. No, you need like 5 inches, like half an inch to turn it inside out, another half an inch to attach it to the blouse. So I cut out 5 inches width, and I also determined how long I wanted it to be. Okay, we already marked that on the blouse already, so you just to mark it there. So I just created the points, and I'll be using my curved ruler to create the curve. You can as well use your free hand to create this. When I was done doing that, I grabbed my scissors and I cut it out. So after cutting, you'll be introducing your interfacing. You will attach your interfacing on the wrong side of the fabric and also on the wrong side of the lining, because we really want it to be stable. If you want it to be stable, you want it to stand firm on your shoulder, you will need your interfacing. So this is me just introducing the interfacing to the wrong side of the fabric, and I also do the same thing on the wrong side of the lining. And you will put the two right sides together this way and stitch at half an inch. Remember, you added half an inch to the original width of this sleeve, so I just sew at half an inch. I left about 2 to 3 inches opening to turn it to the right side. After turning to the right side, I closed it. So once I was done, I got the mid point of the sleeve, and you know the way we fix our sleeve. On for this one, you'll be fixing it on the right side of the fabric, so from shoulder to one end and from shoulder to the other end. Here is the final look, guys. Is this something you would like to try? Kindly let me know in the comment section. If you are new to this channel, please do me well to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. See you all in my next one. Bye.